Surfside Live. Come to Surfside. The pontoon's real, I want gas, but I wanna drink beer, wanna toast some grass. So
All right, well, we're back for another episode of Surfside Live from the back of the Burn Slow bus. We got my homie Mike Francis from Soul Rebel Project. My man.
How you doing, Steve?
I'm doing great, brother. How are you?
Oh, I'm really happy to be here.
I'm very happy you're here, too. Would you do the honors and turn that on-air sign on for us? There's a black button down there underneath. Yeah.
All right.
Now it's fish. We're on.
Nice.
Bro, we've been friends for quite a while.
Yes. I was just talking about how I've seen this place go from a simple little idea to this, and it's amazing. So good job.
Thank you. It's been with the help of gentlemen like yourself, coming up here and playing your heart out no matter what.
You've been very welcoming to us since the very beginning, so we appreciate everything.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
You guys are, would you consider yourself like a roots reggae band?
Yeah, to a degree. I mean,
it's got a different vibe than that, but it's similar, I think.
Yeah, we try to pay homage to the roots reggae. I mean, I'm mostly into roots reggae as far as where I'm coming from, but we like to mix all the jazz and the rock and the things together, so it ends up having a little bit of a different sound.
Yep.
If I was going to make a traditional roots reggae band, that would sound more like a Naya Rockers or something from Boston, like the traditional sound.
Yep.
But for SRP, it's just, I don't know, like rock reggae, I guess, but there's still other elements.
Yep. We love it.
Well, thanks. I try to, honestly, I don't really try to think about, like,
I'm not trying
to rip off Brad Knoll with what I'm about to say, but I really don't think about, I have to make a song that's specifically this type of genre. Like, I might make a song that's a ballad, or
sure,
maybe has more of an upbeat, dancey feel, or really just a few chords in reggae. So I don't really.
That is what Sublime did. They brought so much different vibes into one sound, and you guys definitely do that.
I feel like we've been at it for a while, so we didn't do it necessarily intentionally. Or it's like I didn't set out to say I'm going to try to mix all these things together.
Yep.
It's just like I started out in a ska band. I inserted a lot of roots reggae into that. We came to this 50-50 agreement.
Nice.
That band kind of went its separate ways. We started SRP, and then now, Adam, and he's a jazzy guy, and it's different. Dave was with the Brew and Cold Engines. He's a rock, like, phenom. Jay, rest easy, was like the most. Our original guitar player, Jay, who unfortunately passed away.
What was Jay's last name?
Harris.
Harris, that's it.
Yeah,
I was very fortunate enough to see you guys perform with Jay shortly before he passed, and I'm very grateful for that.
I'm glad you got to see him because he was a special guy, and not just his playing, but as a human. But I mean, his playing was really one of a kind. I don't know. I can't explain it. He didn't like, when it all started, I had some original songs, and I brought them to Adam because Adam's such a great bass player and arranger and just a brilliant musical mind.
Yep.
And so I said, I have original reggae music. What will happen if you put your spin on it? Just like, you figure out what to do with these tunes. And then he called me, I think maybe a week later, and said, I have a guitar player. He's a crazy guitar player, and I said, who? And he said, Jay Harris. And I said, there's no way Jay Harris is going to play reggae. And he laughed and said, he literally said, I don't care. Because it's funny, like, you would never expect this guy to play reggae. If you knew what he was into, just like the Pat Metheny and the Robert Fripp and King Crimson and crazy jazz and Frank Zappa. But he said he liked my songwriting. So he said that he would play reggae if he was in a band with me, which I'm very thankful that
that's very cool.
He just happened to like me and wanted to be in a band with me. So
Yeah, he was like a shredder, man. He could play guitar like nobody's business.
he just did. Dave is such an amazing guitar player, and he's not trying to necessarily fill his shoes because Dave is his own thing. But we always talk about like how Jay just did different stuff that's like no one else did. I don't know. We can't really even explain some of the way he played. It's very interesting. But
that's cool.
Anyway, shout out to Jay wherever you are in whatever dimension you're rolling.
We miss you,
around,
buddy.
Much love.
Yep.
So.
So you mentioned your ska band. What was the name of it? Mile 21.
Yeah.
Mile 21.
Mile 21 we did a lot of stuff. We toured like hard.
Yep.
We were everywhere.
I had the privilege of seeing you guys play at a bar in Gloucester.
Oh yeah,
a couple of years ago.
Like a reunion.
Yep.
It was awesome. We were with the Toasters, the ska band. They were Moon Ska or whatever, and then they had Megalith Records, and we were kind of with them. So we were doing all these ska shows in New York City, and then festivals in Tennessee. We toured all over Florida. We were doing that pretty hard for, I'd say, 5 or 6 years. And, things happen.
Sure.
Whatever. We're still friends. We all still play.
Yeah. So, I mean, regardless of, like, the personal stuff that may or may not end the band, you bring that style of playing. Do you bring that to Soul Rebel Project, or was it like, I'm doing this new thing?
I don't think we have one ska song, which is actually funny. And it's not because I don't like it. Like, I like the traditional Scatolites and the old, but it's just more, I'm like, my favorite music is roots reggae, hip-hop, soul, certain rock and roll. Mm-hmm. Like, that's my stuff,
Nice.
So it just happened. None of them are ska people. It's not because we don't want to play it or we're not open to it. I think it's that all the Caribbean music is just one family. So
sure,
just make good music. It doesn't matter what genre. Just write good songs and you'll be good.
Hip hop, huh? What's your stuff? What do you like? What do you like the most?
Guru, Gangstar, Wu-Tang.
Nice.
It's not like I'm not against or like the old guy on the porch when it comes to this newer stuff, the J. Coles of the world and the Kendricks, and they're amazing artists.
Sure.
I think I just happen to come from that.
Yeah, you're from that era.
Big L, Big Pun. Like, I love Ghostface Killer. It's just like, that's what I happen to love.
That's cool.
So, Nas,
Nas.
Like, dude, pretty much. I mean,
someday I'll get
more.
him on the podcast, I'm sure.
I hope so.
No, I fucking love Nas.
Oh, man.
Love Nas.
He's like,
he
made everybody be better.
Yep. So, he's incredible.
Yeah.
Nasty Nas.
Yeah. So, but I love, like, Sam Cooke and Marvin Gaye and all the soul, the Percy Sledge and all, just that stuff too. Yeah. That hits me hard. So,
I bet.
So then when you listen to the Roots stuff and think like Dennis Brown and Beres Hammond and how they can take that Motown-y aspect and apply it to roots reggae, it's like, for me, that's mind-blowing. So
nice. Yeah, you're a unique guy. I've had the privilege of we've hung out quite a bit. We've
That's being polite.
Yeah. No, I love your take on the world. I love talking about stuff with you. We have a lot of fun. We've hit the dab rig a time or 3.
Oh boy. My parents aren't listening.
No, they don't know. They're like, "What's that?" It's nothing.
That was 20 years ago.
Yeah, it was a long time ago. So you're born and raised Gloucester?
Yeah.
Nice.
In fact, yeah, man. I mean, I was born and raised in Gloucester. I went to school in Maine. I finished in Salem. I ended up being a teacher for 13 years. I was a special needs teacher.
Really?
Yeah.
How did I not know that?
People don't know that about me.
Damn.
I did that. I worked in it was almost like a crisis unit with kids that came from really rough situations. That's a simple way to put it.
And this is in Gloucester, or this was?
No, it was in Ipswich, Mass.
Okay.
So I did that for a while, and then I got laid off. And then I never really went back to teaching or counseling. And then I did Lobster for 7 years while I was a musician, which was an amazing. That's a whole other ball game. So I don't know. I had to stay true to the Gloucester roots or something. But You know, but music has been my main thing for a while now.
That movie, The Perfect Storm, that's
Yeah.
based in Gloucester, right?
It is.
What was the name of that boat and that crew?
Andrea Gale.
Yeah. That was a great movie.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
It's,
Do you remember that?
I do. I was like 11 or something, but I knew one of those guys' sons.
No kidding.
But yeah, man, people don't like. There's all this shark talk. There's a lot of beach closings lately because of sharks, and that's like the number one question people will say about being an hour and a half from shore on a boat. Like, aren't you afraid of sharks? I always laugh. I'm like, sharks are that's the least of your worries.
Yeah.
What scares me is the weather.
Oh,
If it turns on a dime, it's the scariest shit you could ever imagine. I mean, if you don't have a good captain, you're going to be calling in for a distress. It happened to us once where if my captain wasn't good, I don't know, man. What I was looking at behind me was straight Armageddon.
So when you say the captain being good, is it because he knows how to position the boat?
Instincts? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't
Is there
know.
like a strategy? Like, do you got to keep the speed up or down or certain directions with the wind?
Yeah, we got caught in this one that was real scary. Like, if you were... The swells were really high, and you had to kind of ride up. He knew what he was doing, but it didn't make me feel any,
Yeah.
I was nervous. I was praying. It's sketchy out there, man. People got to be thankful for your fish on your plate.
Hell yeah. So you were, they call that a lobsterman, right?
Yeah, I was a lobsterman for 7 years.
Wow. So that's like cages going off the back of the boat,
Yep.
big flat,
Yeah.
open back type thing?
Yeah, open back. So we drop like 320 to 400 a day. And we were talking about the humpback whale earlier because it's flat on the back, so I can literally step off and be in the water. And one day, a huge humpback, while I was on the back of the boat, just came up, and I froze. I was standing there, and it was right next to me.
Wow.
And it was coming up, and then when it blew the sound, it made my whole stomach hurt and everything for like 45 minutes because it was like such this low, this crazy low note. But it was wild, like to have a dinosaur basically coming up above my head, like
it's. I was gonna say, like when you're out in the world in Mother Nature like that, and you see something so huge and massive and just wondrous, like that's got to be breathtaking to just see it in its natural habitat. Like
it honestly was. It was scary, but I was thankful for it. There were a few other times we've been followed by mako sharks. Those things would just circle around, feed off the bait, whatever.
Yeah.
Once in a while, though, a seal, because sometimes you're just going through the motions for hours. It's quiet, whatever. Yeah. And a seal would pop up and scare the shit out of me. It would just jump because it just would breach, and it's huge.
Yeah.
But yeah.
What other kind of weird shit would you pull up in those traps?
Oh man, people have no idea. All right,
old tires and stuff.
I love this topic because people just think about like the few basic things, the sharks or whatever, and I'm like, no, you have no idea. So the first time we pulled up this conga. I'm not a scientist, so I don't know the biological Latin name, but it's not technically a conga eel, but it's our version of a
eel.
Conga eel. And I'm so used to just reaching my hand in and grabbing fish and pulling them out and throwing them back in. So I reached down, I grabbed this thing, and it wrapped its 6 feet of whatever all around my arm. And I was like, what the fuck? I freaked out.
I'm retiring from this job immediately.
What the hell? Then there's the wolffish, which if you catch, you have to throw it back. But if you catch that, its bite is if your hand was there, that's it.
Yeah. Your hand's gone.
It would shred all the bones, everything.
How big of a fish are we talking here?
Like that.
3-4 feet.
Yeah, and the Pacific ones are really long, but it's the catfish or wolffish, and it bites down. And when we pulled it up, it bit on a can and started doing the death roll and shredded the can into a million pieces of metal everywhere. And then it grabbed onto the pole with its teeth and hung like that for 10 minutes until it finally let itself go into the water.
Oh, shit.
If it grabbed you, you'd be absolutely screwed.
Yeah.
But it stays in its little grass hut, And when you go down, or whatever, it's den, and when you go down there, it's peaceful.
Yeah.
But when you rip it out of its environment,
It goes
it
crazy.
will kill you.
Damn.
So,
Man, I love hearing stuff like that. I mean, I don't want to hear anybody get their arm ripped off,
No.
but what a cool story.
It's pretty. There's some weird stuff.
Yeah.
What else? Once in a while, you see something like a ballyhoo, not the band.
Shout out
Shout
Ballyhoo.
out ballyhoo, but no, the actual like ballyhoo, and it's
They're
weird.
like little fish, right?
Yeah,
They're,
but sometimes they're not supposed to wander up so far,
Yeah.
but they do it.
yeah. Huh.
Yeah, just weird stuff like that.
You are also into baseball cards.
Yeah.
Is it baseball cards only, or
For me,
NBA, football, hockey? Like, is it just baseball?
I like baseball cards. I mean, if I'm gonna sell cards, it's anything.
Yep.
I'll sell it, whatever. But baseball that's my thing. I have like some 1950 Ted
Oh,
Williams.
that's cool.
It's not in the greatest condition, but it's still,
Yeah,
you know,
it's still
it's
real.
still awesome.
Yeah.
Clemente from 64 and 5, and you know, I do like Tom Brady's rookie and stuff. Not like the craziest one. You know, I have some cool stuff, but mostly baseball.
How'd you get into that?
Honestly, since I was like
Like a kid
a
type of
kid,
thing?
and then again in college.
Ah.
It was funny. My buddy and I, who used to have an eBay business in college, we were talking. We used to collect when LeBron was a rookie. If we had put those packs aside, we'd be so rich. Because
Yeah.
his rookie year, forget it.
Yeah.
It's worth so much money. But it's fun.
I just saw a guy on it, like a clip that went viral. He bought, I think he paid $600 for this pack.
I just heard about this.
Yeah,
the
and
Jordan.
he opened up and he got
Yep.
Jordan in there, like
Which is
Jordan
amazing.
rookie card. Yeah,
Because if that, like, even if it got, you know, an 8 or a 9, you could still 20, 30 grand. If it gets like a 10, forget it. But
like
It's worth
what's that
insane.
worth? If it's perfect, what's it
oh
worth?
my God, Jordan 10? I don't even know.
Like
I feel like
hundreds
it's
of thousands?
millions.
Oh,
no,
really?
I could be wrong, but I don't
Wow.
know. I feel like there's not. I don't know. You can look it up.
Jamie, look
A
it up.
Jordan 10 is a lot.
Yeah, huh?
It's a lot. It's life-changing money, I'm pretty sure.
Huh.
The 9 is, you know, you're having a good day, but a 10 is like, you change your life, I think.
It's impressive how those little subtle
Oh, it's
differences
I
make all
know.
the difference.
I know.
It's like with coins and paper money and stuff. Like they grade the coin on the
Right, yeah.
what is it? Not clarity. That's a diamond.
Right.
But yeah, that's cool
The
stuff.
Sharpness.
Yeah.
And shit like that, yeah. Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah, it is.
It keeps my crazy mind occupied.
I grew up loving baseball. I was never a fan of any other type of sports.
Yeah.
Really, but baseball is always cool.
I like MMA.
There's a lot of like heritage, like baseball goes back to the old days,
Yes.
like the 50s and the Joe
It's-
DiMaggios and the Mickey Mantles and the Ted Williams.
For all America's faults, baseball is like
Yeah.
such a great unifying thing that's just like everyone comes together all over the place,
Sure.
you know.
What were you just gonna say?
I love MMA.
MMA,
You're talking about
yes,
sports. It's
yes.
like at one point I had an MMA clothing company and stuff.
Oh, I remember
And
that.
it's funny, I always tell people, I mean this with love, music industry, but you know you're crazy. It's way easier to deal with people in MMA than it is in the fucking music industry. I shit you not.
Yep.
I still to this day have friends who are like UFC champions and stuff. Like Rich Franklin was a UFC champion, and he was like shouting out Soul Rebel Project one day.
That's
I'm like,
dope.
what the hell? Like crazy weird stuff where it's like everyone I ever met in MMA was just nice. I don't know. It's like you would think these people
Yeah,
are
you think they'd be
scary and,
crazy
like,
and
nah.
everyone's ready to rip each other's heads
Nah,
off.
it
but
ain't like that at all.
Yeah.
So shout out to
how
all
did
you
you?
fighters.
Have you ever like?
Done it?
Yeah, have you ever done it?
Yeah.
Really?
All right, hold on. Let me give the disclaimer.
So
before
I don't
give
want to
this.
fight Mike Francis. Is that?
No, because I'm going to give the disclaimer. I'm
I
not
sucked at it.
saying I'm good. I'm not saying all I'm saying is I've dabbled in it and trained at those places with guys who are professional fighters
Good for you, man.
and been sort of their like punching bag a lot of times. That doesn't mean I'm anything. I will say this, the more you do it, the more you go, oh my God.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
the respect for the people who know how to do it, it's crazy.
Yeah.
My son, in his first jiu-jitsu tournament, was like kicking ass.
Nice.
And then a guy who was 100 pounds bigger than him, full-blown, like 40-year-old man,
Wow.
against my 18-year-old son, just laid on him and pointed him. He couldn't move. He couldn't do anything to him. He couldn't move him. But my son couldn't move him. He was 100-pound heavier 40-year-old man, and all the guys were like, he's not even doing anything. He's just laying on the kid, and that's how he lost the tournament. But like, it's funny because my MMA buddy was an actual like ranked fighter.
Yeah.
I think he was like 13-5. I think he was number 6 in all of New England at one point. And he was like, "You don't want the smoke with your son." I laughed. I was like, "No, I'm trying to fight my son."
Damn. That's cool. So you have 2 boys, right?
2 sons, yeah.
How old are they? They're college age now?
Yeah, they're 19 and 20.
Wow.
So it's
Yeah, I feel like
second and third year.
When I first met you, they were like teenagers.
Yeah,
now
like
they're
still in Little League or
Yeah,
like 12-ish or something.
yeah,
Yeah, it's funny.
yeah. They grow up quick, man.
It's crazy. Yeah, they do. It's pretty interesting.
So, so we talked earlier about Soul Rebel Project. This is your 15th anniversary as a band. Is that true?
It is our 15-year anniversary.
Wow.
And yeah, before I go on, I got to shout out my oldest son, Michael. He's up doing business right now, and he's a very intelligent kid. And I can't talk about one without talking about the other. So
shout out Michael.
Michael and Isaiah, they're very smart kids, so I'm proud of them.
They got that from you, I'm sure.
Yeah, I don't know. Their mom too. Both of us.
That's awesome. So 15 years.
Yeah.
So Soul Rebel, is it from the Bob Marley song? Is
The
that where the
idea
name?
in the beginning, it's like not to. I know it's weird because like now there's Soul Rebel Marley, and I know there's the Soul Rebels and stuff. In the beginning, it was like I was doing hip hop shows by myself as Soul Rebel Project, weirdly, for a few, and then I put a band together, and the whole idea of it was just to pay respect to roots reggae. Like there was no. And then we kind of just became SRP, like we're known, like STP, like we're SRP. Yeah. Like God forbid there was any sort of legal stuff, because we're just here to to pay homage. We're not trying to take anything from, I have max respect for the Marleys, max respect for reggae in general.
Sure.
I'm not claiming I'm Soul Rebel, despite the fact that people might want to like associate me with that thing. It's really just like to pay respects to the roots.
Yeah, from everything I know about you, you've always been saying that you love the roots, that you love the whole message, you love the whole movement. It's you expel that. You always feel that being around you.
Well, that's good. I'm glad.
Yeah,
I listen to it. I listen to things like Hugh Mundell for months at a time, and Midnight, and deep cuts of stuff, and I don't know, like it just hits me in a different way. But that's what I do, and then I can't be them. No one can be them. That was a certain time. I'm not from Jamaica. All I can do is just try to make good songs, and then.
Well, you're doing a pretty damn good job. Have you ever been to Jamaica?
You know what's crazy is, weirdly, I haven't been to Jamaica.
Same.
I've been all over the Caribbean, and we were pre-COVID.
Yeah.
We were supposed to go. We were getting quotes on the studio. We were going to go and record, and like getting ready to set it up, and then COVID happened, and that whole thing kind of got derailed. But I want to go to Jamaica. I purposely didn't go a few times because it was a tourist type situation where I said, I'm not trying to go there on a resort. Like, if I'm gonna go there, I want to experience. I want to play reggae. I want to experience the real Jamaica. So that's been my thing. So I want to get there within a year or two. Let's
book a trip.
let's get there.
I'll go.
So because I love it so much. I love their culture. I love their music. Every Jamaican artist I've ever met has been amazingly kind to me. Yeah. And not only kind, but like, just
they respect you too. I'm sure.
Motivational. you know, when I was saying earlier, like Hugh Mundell obviously passed away at a young age. It's like, but these people, they just inspired me like crazy. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't explain it. My aunt played. This is a fun fact. My aunt was such an amazing piano player that she played with Dizzy Gillespie, and she played with Errol Garner, and she played with Louis Armstrong's band.
Yep.
And she would play in New York City and stuff. Little Italian lady, and you know, no one could explain that. Like, how do you explain that?
Yeah.
She couldn't read music. I don't read music. You can't really explain how you feel music.
Yeah. Music is it comes from inside. It's
My uncle, though, now that I'm thinking about this is fucking crazy. My great uncle played calypso drums in the Navy in the 50s.
no shit.
Which, if you believe in the whole genetics being passed down and experiences, that literally might explain why I feel it without a problem. I don't know, because I
Could
can't.
be.
I mean, that's pretty crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's pictures of him playing calypso with
That's
all
crazy.
people from Bahamas.
In the Navy.
Yeah.
Like while he
While
was
he was in the Navy.
In the Navy.
He played. He was a great musician.
Was
My
he-
family were killers at music.
Was he like in the Navy band, or he had a band like played music when
I
he
don't
was
even
in the
think
Navy?
so. I just think when he was in the Caribbean stationed, he like went out and would jump on the kit.
That's awesome.
Pretty crazy
That
stuff.
is. I wanted to. Go ahead.
Get
Go
back
ahead.
to the 15-year anniversary. if
Oh
you
yeah,
want.
yeah. I wanted to get into a little bit of this with you, and I don't know if it's weird or whatever. You have such a unique view on the world. Like, you and I have had long conversations about, you know, not necessarily politics, but it's like the world, your world view is very unique. It's very, I would say, independent-minded. You seem to have a very cool perspective on the world, and I've always admired that about you. I don't want to get political because politics are weird, but
I'll try to. Yeah, my views, because I don't affiliate with like any political team, because, and I mean this with love. I don't really care. Whatever, you can be whatever you want to be.
Mm-hmm.
But the one thing I would ask anybody who does identify themselves as some sort of like specific political party or whatever, or belief system, just like try to think for yourself regardless of what the system that's been set up, because if you think on a team mentality, you're basically thinking through a filter.
Yep.
And I don't want to think through a filter. So just think on your own.
Yep.
It's okay to be on one of those teams, but don't be afraid to say, you know what, I don't
question.
believe that specific
Right.
thing, even if I am down with you guys or girls on X, Y, and Z.
a lot of people get their beliefs from whatever news channel they're watching.
Yeah, that's scary.
And they're not doing their own homework, their own research, and like you said, they're not thinking for themselves.
To be honest, my personal views, I would never really. It's like, it's really not for me. I'm not a government official, and also like I don't know everything either.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't say like, oh, if I was in charge, I would do X, Y, and Z. I would say maybe that's a good idea, but let's talk about it and vet it out first.
Sure. Yep.
It's just, I don't know. I don't need to get political. I think, honestly, there's a lot of people out there that are very much into a materialistic society on some level. And until that at least calms down, it's probably going to be chaotic.
Yep.
When people start to maybe not like let shit like that define who they are as a human being, and like are just more comfortable and like, I'm here in a fucking $10 t-shirt and $30 whatever, and like that's not what defines me in life.
Yep.
The world would probably be a little better, but I don't know, man. I don't know. I pray.
How do you deal with your boys with social media, and are they involved with it? Do they care? Do they not? Are they obsessed? Are they not?
No, they're not obsessed because they're both like they're very good students, and they also like go outdoors and do fishing and sports and things like that. But obviously, like.
It's a part of their lives.
I remember
I'm sure.
when they were growing up and stuff. There were a few times where I was hearing them say certain shit where I'm like, be careful, like what, careful what you're saying, or whatever, because some of the jokes are a little over the top, and some of the political views are just crazy, and just be careful, But they're pretty smart, and they're not obsessed with social.
I'm
media,
always
thank
interested
God.
to hear a parent's perspective on that, because I don't have kids, but I think about like seeing my nieces and nephews or friends that have kids, and I'm always like, I don't even know how I would react if I had a kid and he or she was obsessed with the phone. Like I'd be freaking out because I know it's not healthy.
Part of me thinks you have to figure. Again, I'm not a psychologist, but if you would think like, what is it that they're obsessed with first? Because I would imagine that there's a million different things out there. Maybe kids are gaming, or maybe they're into whatever. Figure out what the hell they're looking at first, and then go from there and try to just
understand.
I think just like anything else with your brain, trust me, I am not trying to judge people for looking at their phone, because I need to do better at it for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But I think like with anything with your brain, just rewiring it, it's just do it less and less, and then it will become like less of a thrill, or you won't want it as much or something,
Right.
But it is scary. I didn't like the idea that kids had phones in the class.
Yep.
I felt like that's you're a little bit too distracted if you're thinking about what's that next text coming in or something versus what's the teacher
you're certainly not paying attention to the teacher.
No. So that was a little much for me, but whatever.
For the people out there that don't know Soul Rebel Project, you guys are, I personally think you're one of the most underrated bands in the reggae rock scene today. There's a couple of bands that I just don't think get the recognition that they deserve, and you guys are certainly at the top of that list. Your live show is incredible. Your albums are incredible. It's like just amazing, beautiful music, and I want the world to know.
Well, I appreciate that. I really do appreciate you feeling that way, and like Steve is there. There's a lot of you that, and I'm not just saying that. Like I'm just. Realistically, there's a lot of people that say what Steve says and come up to me and give me speeches like that, and us. And I appreciate you guys, girls, everybody. For me, I know in my younger days when I used to, be full of piss and vinegar, I'd be like, I'm coming out on the warpath to get to where I need to go. In my older days, I'm like, okay, I try to look at it as like, holy shit, I've done so much more than I could have ever imagined if you told me when I was like a little punk ska reggae kid, whatever, like you're gonna do all this stuff and play Rototom and Reggae Rise Up and have Billboard chart. I would have been like, what the fuck are you talking about? So like, it's like, I'm not getting complacent. Don't be confused. I'm work hard, so fucking hard behind the scenes. Mm-hmm. But I feel like I've already sort of exceeded any sort of goal I had for myself.
Good for you.
So it's like, now we're in this overdrive. I don't know what you call it. It's a new territory to be in. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to just be really optimistic about it. I agree with you. Like, I know the old rappers would be like, fuck you, like, I'm the best, blah, 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 yada, yada. Yeah, like, do I have a little part of me somewhere that I have to stuff down that's like, yeah, I know what my shit's worth? Mm-hmm. Yeah, a little bit, because I'm right here. Here's a microphone. I ain't scared of any of you. I mean that with love, but that's fucking true. I'm just not scared of any of you. But that's... doesn't mean that I don't think you're all awesome. It doesn't mean that I'm trying to just be like an older man,
Yep.
calm down,
Yep.
and spread the love.
I
That stuff is
love that.
healthy competition.
Yeah.
When I do that, it's not coming from a place of negativity. It's coming from a place of like, iron sharpens iron. Mm-hmm. And I'm not saying I'm the best. I'm just saying I'm not afraid.
Yep.
That's all.
That's respectable. It really is.
And so, like, the people who know, thank you.
Yep.
And we're just going to keep, right now, arguably, like, the shit we're about to make is crazier than anything we've ever made. So we'll
love
see. And I know
that.
people say that a lot,
Yep.
but,
Yep.
like, one of the features we have on it, we haven't got it back yet, and I'm just super excited to hear what he is going to do on it. And it's like, I'm a fan, too. I look around. I don't say that, like, it's me. I'm saying it us.
Yep.
Like, as a crew. If you mute me, I have faith in everybody else. You
Yep.
know what I mean? It's like a all for one thing.
Love that.
So
You guys have a song called Pure Love that is, it's just the most beautiful song. It's like, I don't know, like it's just beautiful. And where did that song come from?
it's for my girl Blake. Love you. And
Oh.
but I wrote that like, oh man, honestly, I wrote that like a long time ago.
It's been a while, right?
But I remember showing that song to Dave, because shout out to Davey D from our group, is one of the greatest. Like, he's one of the most prolific songwriters. The kid just spits out so many songs. Excuse me. And I was like, I have this song. I had a couple of them, but that one specifically. And I showed it to him on the acoustic, and I'll never forget. We were drinking whiskey. And he was like, well, that's a fucking hit. And that's what he said. Like, I'll never forget. Like, it was just funny. Like, he's such
He's
a
right.
good songwriter.
He knows.
And, like, he'd usually have something to say. Or,
Yeah.
like, he was like, well, that's a fucking hit. And it was funny because it's like,
'Cause
I think we didn't record it for like 4 years after that. Like, which is kind of funny. And it's like, well, and that is our probably top 3 or top 2 requested songs, I'd say.
What are the others?
In the last few years, we got a lot of G-Town Ride because it's sort of fun and like everyone from Cali to like it's about our area, but it seems like it resonates more with like anyone who's
Any local
warm
place
or whatever.
Yeah.
But then I'd say King, all time would be King would be
Okay.
the number 1 requested song. Pure Love's in there. That song, What She Deserves, actually, we get a lot of requests for. So it's funny. It's like we have these Pure Love and that, but then we have the complete,
Yeah.
songs that are about burning down the system. So it's like, whatever. The yin yang.
I love that. When you're recording a song like Pure Love, where it's not it's kind of just sounds like you and a guitar, like type of thing. Does it make it really tough to record that, to actually be like, that's the one, that's the take?
So that song, Jay and I we started playing acoustic duos at like restaurants, and we sort of developed it that way. Oh. So when we went to record it, it was like, all right, don't do too much to it.
Yep.
Like, do this, and then Adam brought in the upright bass on it.
Nice.
And then the very like calm drums, like halfway through. But it was like, yeah, let's try to capture the song in its true essence, but beef it up a little bit for people.
Tell me about your band, Adam.
Yep.
You call him Tugboat.
Yep.
Where's that name come from?
You'd have to ask him, to be honest. I don't even know. At this point, we've been calling him
That's the
Tugboat
best
for so
answer
damn
ever.
long.
You gotta ask him.
so long. I'm not even sure, to be honest. I know, that's
great.
wild.
And Pilks, Jeff, right?
Yeah, Pilky P.
So
They were all right. That was maybe it came from. All right, well, they were Leftover Wine, which is a hip hop duo, and it was Pilky P and Tugboat. So maybe it came from Leftover Wine. You'll have to ask them.
I will definitely ask them. So I've seen Jeff like rap.
Yep.
He raps.
Yep.
The first time I saw him do that, I was like, "Holy shit!"
Yeah, he raps fast. Dude.
He's
they both
good.
do. Adam too.
No shit.
It's crazy.
I had Crooked Coast on here, and Luke was telling me how he used to make beats, and I'm just like, really? Like,
Yeah.
it's surprising how much the hip hop influence is everywhere. It's literally everywhere.
Big time.
And
that's awesome.
I love that. It's very cool. It's very, very cool.
I think it's cool too. It blends well.
It does.
For sure.
It seems like a lot of reggae bands in like the reggae-rock scene. They're like these crossover, influences and the collabs with like rappers, and it seems like like Little Stranger is involved with it, and Jarve and like guys like that, and it just fits. It fits so well.
Yeah.
And I don't know exactly if I could explain why, but it just does.
I mean, we could take it all the way back to like Cool Herc being like a Jamaican DJ who started the breaks, and then he was emulating like the Jamaican guys like U-Roy, and they were doing the... I'm not even going to get into this, and I'm probably not the expert on it, but I do know the marriage of hip-hop and reggae has always been like, it's like two brothers or something, or like two cousins. It just makes sense. And anytime you ever hear, I remember like you want to bring it back to like, what the hell was that record? There was a record, Def Jam did this crossover hip-hop thing where it was like Damien and Redman would do a song together, and then, it's just always worked. I remember even on like NWA records, there would be Jamaican guys. And it just works well.
It does. That's a good way to look at it. I never really looked at it that way. But
so maybe just musically it fits.
Yeah. Nice.
So I'm glad it's all working out.
Yeah. What about you? Have you ever tried to rap? Do you do that at all, or is it kind of...
You want some raps?
I would love to spit some bars, bro. Let's go.
Oh, man. I mean, I have, like, my style of, whatever you want to call it. It's trying to fit, like...
Yeah.
My... Yeah. Because, I don't know, it fits somewhere between, I guess, the hip-hop and the reggae.
Yep.
But, like, I have a lot of verses, if you want a verse or something.
All right.
Hold on. No, we don't. But like some stuff, like the typical like.
Oh, I'm excited.
I hear the sad chords from violins, a rising leviathan, standing with the Ironman. They poison the environment with rhetoric. They try to take your sediments, taxing the natural element. Destruction is evident. Music is heaven sent. Knowledge and reason to becoming treason. Bipolar mindset is like a changing of seasons. Plotting and scheming while we release the demons in the pores, barely breathing in the middles, daydreaming. When will the gods be appeased? Flood down the altar with the sacrificial greed. Every day the cup running over, but they need. That's why they go to war and they watch the people bleed. I'm tired of it all. You gotta change it. Atrocities and tragedies to say we gotta face it. Why on this earth are we fighting this for? Why do we fight so much war? You know why? They sit up in their high-rise, multi-million high prize, out-of-touch reality, the legislation victimized, media sanitized, the lies and the war crimes, it's modern-day violence, Roman Coliseum, respected of a burn the devil, I know I'm gonna defeat him. ECI family, I know I'm gonna defeat him, yo. Soul rebel, pretend they don't know my name, get a little too close, they're going up in flames, middle finger to the Aryan, I'm a microphone barbarian, rain the fire down like I'm Aerys Targaryen. Fuck your big budget, your algorithm love it, mediocrity never get on top of me, I always rise above it. You're a hamster on the wheel for the illusion of exposure. I'm in the crib with my queen and some Doja. Fuck your genre if there's music notes involved. I'll go Cliff Burton. I kill them all. Anesthesia's pulling teeth. You don't want no beef. My mind plant-based full of cannabis and green leaf. Soul rebel.
Holy
and I'm a little drunk.
Wow. Damn. Holy shit.
I'm not a rapper.
Damn, dude. That was incredible, Mike.
I'm just glad I didn't fuck it up.
That was fucking sick, dude. So is that like, do you have that in one of your songs coming up, or is that just something you made?
I actually did that verse. Do you remember? Shout out to Crumb Snatcher, the legend, and my buddy Kinetic. And he was like an amazing MC. He used to rap with like Gangstar and Guru and everyone. And he did a song called No More War, and I did a verse on it.
Nice.
I've had some collaborations that. Like my buddy BL the Hook Slayer, and I did a song with he produced a song with Cableton and Sizzla, and I got to get a verse on it, and it was it's crazy.
You guys are on like a label that has like a lot of reggae like big time names, right?
So
refresh my memory.
We're technically the label because we're East Coast Island, but VPAL and VP Records they're our distributor.
Gotcha.
So, but they help us with, they'll get us some crazy shows. And
Is that how the Rototom?
yeah, they helped us with Rototom. Yeah,
Rototom.
for sure. Shout out to VP, VPAL.
And that was in
Donovan.
Spain?
Yeah, that was crazy.
Didn't you play at like 4 a.m. or something?
5:30
5:30 a.m.
So like 10 or 11 p.m. I was watching Hempress Sativa on the main stage, killing it, just amazing. And then midnight, I think I had some sort of radio thing, and then we had a sound check at 3 in the morning, and the set was 5:30. But dude, there was like 20,000 people there, or however many people.
How does that work? Like it's a 24-hour festival.
It goes till like, that's when it reset is like around then.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
It was amazing. It really was like, just, oh man.
Would you tell somebody to go to that festival?
Oh my God, yeah. If you're a reggae head,
Yeah.
oh wow.
Damn.
The lineups are out of control. This year, I think it was like Tribal Seeds was on it,
Nice.
maybe like Aurora Wave,
Yeah.
like from America. Not a few, not too many, but a few.
Huh.
It's always very select from America. That's why, like, we're very happy.
Yeah, quite a privilege.
We're very honored that they chose us one year.
That's fucking dope.
So, because that festival is just, it's like everybody.
Yeah.
If you're a reggae head, that's what you want to be.
So you have a new album that you're working on. Is it like set for release yet, or is it still in the creative process?
Blessings Volume 2 is like well in the works.
Nice.
The release on that isn't set, but we have a single called Burning Sound, which what's today? I don't know. That'll come out, I'd say, within like a month and a half, somewhat reasonable.
Okay.
And then after that, we'll release maybe one more single, and then we'll tell y'all when the album's
Nice.
coming out. But not too long. I mean, we don't make people wait too long for albums. Typically.
What was the track you did with Josh Heinrichs?
Kush?
Yeah,
I love him.
Great
He's
song.
such a good guy. And
Kush Gon Blaze.
what a voice on him.
Mm-hmm.
Holy cow.
He
Crazy.
likes the weed. That guy.
He's the champion. I think Cheech Marin would struggle
bravo.
against him. I think everyone would struggle. I don't know anyone who could beat him. I mean, seriously.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, I've never met him.
He's a nice guy.
I need to meet him for sure.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that you'd like to promote? Any shows coming up that you have?
Yeah. Adam will kill me if I don't. All right, let me just real quick just shout out like everyone in the band. Jeff and Aaron on drums. They're like our drum team, and they're just amazing. The percussion, and then John, our horn player, he just got engaged. So congrats to John. John's the man. Dave, like since Jay passed, it's hard to step into that spot, but Jay asked him to step into that spot, so it was very interesting.
Yep.
And he has really gone above and beyond.
Yep.
Like if I were to say like at that point, and then look at the 2-3 albums we've created since then, I mean, he is like, brought a lot.
I
to the
think
table.
that he can play the Jay parts. He does it, but he also brings his own vibe to it.
Of
But
course.
it's in that same realm of what Jay was doing. So I love that as a fan. It's
awesome.
It's
right.
cool.
Yes, because like be you, but
Yep.
Yep.
Pay homage to the.
He's got Jay right there. He's like his Obi-Wan. He's there. Tugboat, obviously, like we've been cooking behind the scenes.
I like it.
We come up. It's almost like a friendly competition between all of us. Where
Nice.
It's like who can just keep making the most shit, and then we just put it together.
Do you guys rehearse a lot?
I mean, should I be honest?
Because my feeling is that you're gonna say not really.
Well-
We do our own thing and then we come together and just kill it.
I know this is not all right. So everyone in the band. All right. So like, everyone is playing so much music throughout the week, whether it's through different jazz outfits. They're in the band Cold Engines, teaching this and that. That we don't really have the time to get together as much as we should all together to practice. but I know like everyone is always practicing and shedding and practicing the tunes and playing and playing and playing.
Yeah.
So when we do get together, everyone kind of already has it, and it's just a matter of like the feel with each other.
Yeah.
You know, a little can go a long way.
Yeah.
If people weren't practicing the songs on their own, then it would be terrible. But since everyone is always working and shedding and listening and practicing on our own, like no one has to tell me to pick the guitar up or pick the bass up. I will just do it.
I love following you on Instagram, and it's like Mike and Bob Marley's behind you on the wall, and you got your Boston cap.
Super
and you just,
raw.
Yeah, dude, it's fucking great.
Hey,
That's what you do, man.
it is. It's what I mean. It's what I do. There's no tricks there. There's just like me and the phone.
It's amazing. As many times as you've played here, you know, the privilege of having the full band is fucking fantastic. But you have played here solo so many times,
I love
and
it.
it's just. And dude, when you do Pure Love, like just by yourself, it's so. I mean, you bring tears to my eyes, bro.
Dude, thank you. Well, I appreciate it,
Fucking
man.
A, dude.
And honestly, Surfside is the best. Like, we love coming here, and I like coming here. And
I'm glad.
it's always been just...
It means a lot to me
This-
because you guys are so super high up on my list of favorite bands.
Well,
And
we appreciate that.
I really do. I urge everybody, check out Soul Rebel Project as much as you possibly can.
Thank you so much. And
And,
thank you for having us.
dude.
We look forward to the show. Beach
Yeah,
Fly.
it's going to be sick. Beach Fly's
Beach
opening.
Fly's here.
SRP,
We're ready to roll.
bringing it. All right,
Surfside
brother.
Live. Thank you, bud.
Love
Much
you, man.
love.
Thank you,
Yes.
Mikey. Peace out, everybody.
Peace.
Don't forget to subscribe.
Come to Surfside Live. Welcome to Surfside Live. Come to Surfside Live. Welcome to Surfside Live. We shall slay the slayer.